1303 unit, notification MCI 21, the report of a fire in ⁴ Road, the Bronx. Location is 660 East 187th Street near Belmont Avenue. Box number is 3326, CAD number is 2519. Time is 1336, dispatch 799.
Second alarm transmitted for box 3326, 660 East 187th Street, Crescent Avenue, Belmont Avenue. 1-8 battalion got fire on multiple floors.
We're now seeing in the borough of the Bronx, a second alarm transmitted for box 3326, 660 East 187th Street. Crescent to Belmont Avenue, fires on the first floor of a 567 Street.
This information for box 3326. The second alarm is a multiple dwelling, 5-story, 50 by 75, class 3, isolated building. 6 apartments per floor, no well holes, fire escape front and rear, boiler room.
Battalion 1-8 to the Bronx.
1-8, go.
We have a second 1045 no code in the process of being removed. We have water on the fire on the first floor. Second floor.
All right, 10-4. Time of your report, 1343. Division 7.
Orders 7th Division, Fountain Alley, third alarm.
Please now to the borough of the Bronx, the third alarm from transmitted box 3326, the address 660 East 187th Street, Crescent Avenue to Belmont Avenue, multiple dwelling. 1344, 224.
Metro Citywide Resources be advised, the previous third alarm fire has been upgraded to a fourth alarm fire. Once again, the address is as follows: 660 East 187th Street, across the Belmont Avenue and Chamberlain Avenue. Box number 3326, team is CAD 2519. Time now is 14:35 hours of dispatch 49.
Lillian Bonsignor. We're here for a tragic day today at 1:32 this afternoon. We got a call for fire at 660 East 187th Street here in the Bronx, a 5-story residential building with a couple of stores on the first floor. This particular assignment brought over 84 fire and EMS units, which was about 270 plus fire and EMS members coming here to do their life-saving work of rescuing people, evacuating the building, fighting fire, and providing the highest quality medical care possible. This particular assignment unfortunately ended with multiple patients, including 2 fatalities. Not prepared to talk about any other information about that at this moment. It's under investigation by our fire marshals. The Red Cross and NYSEM are on scene, and they set up a reception center at Dodge High School, Bronx Academy for Software Engineering at 2474 Crotona Avenue. So anybody looking for information regarding the folks in this building or need additional help should find their way there. You'll have the help that you need there. I'm going to turn this over to the Chief of Fire Operations, Kevin Woods, to talk about the operations here.
Hello everybody, Chief of Fire Operations, Kevin Woods. As the Commissioner mentioned, this is a 5-story, non-fireproof building. The first floor is commercial with 2 apartments behind those commercial occupancies, floors 2 through 5. There's 6 apartments on each floor. Upon arrival, we had heavy fire on the first floor. This fire rapidly raced up the stairs, involving all floors of this building. Our engine companies moved in very aggressively with multiple hand lines, extinguishing fire on all of the first 4 floors. When we hit the top floor, due to the amount of fire and the structural stability of that building, as you can see behind me, the roof has collapsed in a large portion of that building. A lot of the stairwell has collapsed as well. So we had to pull our firefighters out of the building, go to exterior operations. Our ladder companies pulled up. They did a phenomenal job. They rescued people in the front and rear of that building. 56 truck rescued a civilian trapped at a window with no access to a fire escape and rescued that victim via portable ladder. Same in the front of the building, rescued many people off the fire escape. There is heavy damage to this building, as you could see, from the collapsed stairs, the collapsed roof, This went to a 5th alarm assignment where we used upwards of 250 firefighters and EMS personnel to bring this under control. And right now I'll pass it off to Chief Scanlon, who will speak about the fire victims.
Good afternoon, everyone. Deputy Assistant Chief Stacy Scanlon. So as the Commissioner mentioned, we had 13 patients, 2 fatalities, 2 serious, transported to local hospital, 5 minor firefighters transported, and 4 minor civilians transported to local hospitals. So total patient count is 13.
Thank you for being here, everyone. I am Bronx Borough President Vanessa L. Gibson, and on behalf of our community here in Belmont, I want to say thank you to all of our first responders. Today, the Bronx faces yet another fire that has rose to a 5-alarm, 26 residential units here in this building on East 187th Street. And unfortunately, we lost 2 of our neighbors. Our hearts go out to those families and loved ones of the 2 victims in this fire. I want everyone to understand the important work that the FDNY and EMT, EMS, paramedics, NYSUM, NYPD, and everyone has done here today. If not for their heroic efforts, there would have been many more serious injuries and potentially fatalities. I am so grateful as the borough president that, number one, we were able to get the victims out. And we encourage anyone that is associated with this building, you have a friend, a loved one, or a relative that lived here at 660, please go to the reception center, which we know as the Dodge High School campus at 2474 Crotona Avenue. Pray for our families and neighbors. This is traumatic. I cannot underscore enough the important work of first responders. The FDNY shows up in this borough all the time. And the residents of this community, you know how many fires that we have faced. We had another fire just a few weeks ago in this community of Belmont. And so I am thankful for everyone that has shown up. The investigation is underway. We do not yet know the cause, but the most important part of this work right now is making sure the fire has been fully extinguished, helping the residents of this building with social services and hotel accommodations. And obviously the investigation is underway. And again, as the borough president, my staff and I are here, elected officials, our business improvement district here to support our businesses. And we are just so grateful. We are so grateful at a time when our city sees far too many fires and the Bronx faces the most. I am acknowledging the great work of the men and women of the FDNY, to our commissioner, who I speak to often, and our chiefs, and all of NYPD, the 48th precinct here, and everyone that responded. We will share more information, but for right now, we are thankful. We are thankful that we have been able to get all the residents out of this building, and we pray for healing and strength for every resident impacted here in Belmont. Thank you.
All right, we'll take some questions. Eileen, chief, question for you. What were the difficulties in this? So was it just explain what the non-fireproof means, and perhaps if the building is subdivided in any way? Like what caused the spread so quickly?
Right, non-fireproof building. This building was very challenging due to the amount of voids in this old building, which is over 100 years old. The fire travels in this void, in these old voids. It's all made of wood. Non-fireproof means the floors, the roofs, and the walls are made of wood. The exterior walls are made of brick. So it's mainly wood in this building.
All right, hold on. Next question, Matt.
Hey, Chief. 2 quick questions. Is there any risk of further collapse? And you mentioned the collapse of the stairwell inside. How much more difficult did that make it to put the fire out?
There is risk of further collapse in this building, and that's why we're going to be working with our engineers to evaluate that. It was very difficult going up the stairs. The stairs were collapsing beneath their feet, and what we do is we have to sometimes put portable ladders over those stairs to access the upper floors. Our members are very, very aggressive. We're an aggressive interior firefighting force. Many, many lives are saved by the proper positioning of hose lines, and that's why when we respond to a fire and the lights and sirens are going, we expect people to get out of the way. We expect people not to be on fire hydrants. By rapidly stretching those hose lines, they saved many, many lives today.
Sonia? This has been caused by e-bike battery and also where in the building where
All of that is under investigation at this time.
Can you explain which apartment the fire started in and where within the apartment the fire started?
We don't know where within the apartment it started, but we believe the fire started on the first floor.
And the two people who were killed live in that apartment, is that correct?
We're not sure. We're not sure. It's under investigation.
Any more questions? Last one.
It is not under control yet. Very shortly, though.
Very true. All right. Thank you, guys. To clarify, the bodies were on the first floor. Is that not accurate?
Under investigation. I can't answer that.
I'll take it.